Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we will be talking about Nijisanji's Vox Akuma, who has recently announced his return to live streaming on April 22nd. After the AR live ended, Vox Akuma would put out a cryptic tweet teasing his return. Vox would show a screenshot of himself in a silhouette wearing samurai costume while saying April 22nd. Wondering where I've been? Hashtag VoxyVatan. Vox is clearly teasing an outfit reveal, so in order for him to show off his costume, he would need to return to live streaming. This is a really big deal because ever since the Selantasi termination and the black screen stream, Vox Akuma has not been seen on the internet for a very long time, except on special circumstances and on other VTubers channels. There was actually a rumor that Vox Akuma actually ran away to Bilibili because he wanted to hide from his haters on YouTube. It was a gigantic blow to Vox Akuma because most of Vox's viewers tend to watch him through his YouTube channel and not some random social media site like Bilibili that almost no one has ever heard of except for maybe the Chinese fan base. I'm sure all of you are curious about what Vox Akuma has been up to and what he's planning, or whether or not he intends on fully returning to live streaming. So the focus of this video will be to talk about Vox's announcements on his Bilibili account. Last month on March 22nd, Vox would have a live stream on Bilibili where he talked about his intentions to return to live streaming on both YouTube and Bilibili. So today we'll be talking about what happened on the live stream. I don't usually watch male VTubers like Vox, so this will be an interesting experience. Let's begin. So the first thing I noticed about his live stream was how low the volume was. I don't usually watch Vox Akuma because he's a male VTuber and I don't watch male VTubers. So I just thought, it must be his usual volume. Apparently that wasn't the case because he would admit on his live stream that there were people in his chat asking him to turn the volume up. So I wasn't hallucinating and it was a problem on his end.
The voice is low. Should I turn it up? Hold on. Is it low as in low? Or is it low as in I'm very far away, I'm very quiet? Hang on, I can turn it up just a little bit.
Even after turning up the volume was still too low for that live stream. I had to literally turn up the volume on my MacBook several times over just so I could hear what he had to say. When I changed tabs because I needed to take a break from his live streams, I had a literal jump scare in my ears. The music from Blue Archive basically blasted through my ears because I forgot that I had boosted the volume so I could just listen to what Vox Akuma had to say, right? Because the audio levels on his live stream were so scuffed, almost went deaf. So fix your fucking audio levels, Vox. I hope your phone drops for no reason in the live stream.
Where's that Sudaning today? I'm chatting with you. Whoa, I dropped my phone. Jesus.
If you're wondering why I'm complaining about his audio levels, you can just look at this. I checked his audio levels of his live stream, and both his loudness and the true peak were like more than half of what they should have been. His loudness was negative 28 LUFS. True peak was negative 5. Loudness should be negative 14 and true peak should have been negative 2 around that mark. Instead, the levels were just too low. This is why I couldn't hear what Vox Akuma had to say. You have anything to say, Vox?
I will grab the Duolingo bird and I will squeeze it until it bursts. I'll be like... I use my big laser on it.
Oh dear. Well, moving on. Vox would spend the majority of his live stream talking about gacha, so these are some moments where he was promoting his gacha game.
There's this brand new gacha that you can take part in to get some exclusive goodies, including some photo cards with some of my handwriting on them and some voice lines that I've recorded along with it. I have been lucky enough to get 100 pulls on my own gacha, which is really exciting. So today I'm going to be pulling from my very own gacha, which is going to be very exciting. Another key visual man. Another normal man. Yes!
Daddy chill.
During the stream, Vox Akuma would also talk about his return to live streaming for the long term, as well as his intentions to stream on both YouTube and Bilibili moving forward.
I want to ask about how you're doing. I've been doing very well. As you may know, I have not been around for a little while, but this is because I've been being good and I've been looking after myself, and I'm feeling very happy at the moment. I've been taking care of my health and all of that, and pretty much the entire reason why I've had the luxury of taking a little bit of time to focus on my health is because you've been so lovely and supportive of me, you know? And I have that time and that space, and I feel stronger and I feel happier, and I'm really, really excited to make a full return to streaming everywhere a little bit later on. So what that means is, I know every time I stream on Bilibili I say I want to do it more, but I really, really do. It's really, really nice whenever I do get the chance to, and I want to do more of it. And so I think I want to try and do more of that later this year. So what am I looking forward to? What am I looking forward to? When I get back and I'm streaming regularly again, I want to try and do more. I want to try and do a little more on Bilibili, because I really enjoyed the old formula of doing a stream on Bilibili in the morning and then going to YouTube and playing like a horror game or something like that. I think that'd be a lot of fun, and maybe I can do it with lots of different things. I don't know.
Vox Akuma would also talk about how miserable he was and how he was healing in Japan or something.
I felt so happy just being around the others, and I was so like, uplifted, and I felt so much better, after the end of last year where I felt so guilty about everything. I just felt like being in Japan and being around the others, it really felt like my soul could, genuinely really heal. But then when I got back, I don't know, it was alarming to me just how quickly I fell back into the pits of despair, how quickly being alone kind of makes those feelings worse. So, I don't know. I have some ideas of what to do, and hopefully once I'm fully back from this hiatus, I'll be able to tell you about how all of that went.
Vox Akuma would then talk about how it was a good idea to rest. He also said he was grateful that there was so much more later to do in the later part of the year. He would quote that there were some ambitious things that he was planning on doing. Vox would also touch on some video content types that he planned on doing.
I feel it was definitely a good idea to take a break, because I feel very revitalized, and I feel very energetic and very, very excited about getting back to work at this point. So I'm really excited about that sort of thing. But I think there's just so much happening. There's so much happening this year to look forward to. That's why I felt like it would be a good idea to kind of take a bit of a break at the start of the year, because there is so much happening later on that you will have to look forward to. So, just hold on to your butts. Hold on to your butts, because it's coming. All right, it's coming. And there's going to be so much to be excited about. So when I'm all fully back, and when I'm well rested, and when I've got nothing else to worry about, I'm going to stream so much, and I feel so ambitious, and I want to try all sorts of new things. I want to try all sorts of really exciting new things, and I really can't wait for that. I need to do, Sunny, he has his IDK streams, streams, and it's usually just him playing Minecraft. I need to do those. I need to do the IDK. I could call it my DK. Me don't know. And then I could just be like, today we're gonna play RuneScape, or today we're gonna play Bloons Tower Defense, or today we're gonna play Hearthstone, or today we're gonna do this, today we're gonna do that. We can do whatever we want. People asked, what are your New Year's resolutions? And I said I wanted to release more music. And no spoilers, but, no spoilers, but you know me. You know me. I do love to cook. Next up for me, after this I have plans. There are places I need to go. I have this idea. I have this idea of something I'd like to do. And when it's done, I will update you all on how it went. I have this idea of somewhere I need to go, and I want to see what it'll be like to do, and an opportunity so crazy to me that it made me respond to Manager with 4 images of people being surprised, and to then say, excuse me, there's just so much to look forward to. There really is so much to look forward to.
There was also a part in the live stream where Vox would suddenly roleplay all of a sudden. It was really strange. He was talking about how he was a victim and not a villain. I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe the fans of Vox Akuma will know what this means.
What is this? Hey! Who can say? Yeah, the room is repaired. The room is repaired. It's a crazy sequence of events, a very crazy sequence of events. Some other demons tried to give me trouble, and they tried to cover it up by repairing my room for me, trying to make it seem like, oh, nothing to see here, officer. And they wound up regretting that. And if anything, I think long-term it might have been alright for me, because, you know, I wound up shedding the wings, and that meant that I could eventually, you know, go out in public again, which was very beneficial for me. Nah, you don't need to worry about them. You don't need to worry about them. I got them. I got them all. I got them all. I had this... It's funny. I remember when I came back from that, my big thing was that I didn't feel too bad, and it's because after feeling like the bad guy for so long, I was like, yeah, I was the victim in that situation, 100%. And I felt good about being a victim for once. I was like, fuck yeah, man. Something bad happened to me. I wasn't the villain in that situation. Those guys just came into my house. So I didn't feel too bad about it. I was just happy to be back. Just happy to be back. I'm a big cat. I've seen people compare me to a panther.
There was a point in the live stream where Vox Akuma would confirm that he thought this Nijisanji thing was temporary because things only lasted for so long. But now he's changed his mind, and he said that he couldn't mess what he had up because of all the support from his fans. And he also claims that he is going nowhere.
In the past, what I've always had is this thing where, you know, things only last for so long. It's like my castle, you know. It only lasted for so long before I messed it up. And right now, I feel like I can't mess this up. I feel like I have you, and even no matter how long I live, whether I live for another 100 years, 1,000 years, 10,000 years, there are so many Kindred now that Kindred will inevitably, you know, be young, be old, and then when I outlive some of you, there will be more, and I don't know. I wonder about a future where, you know, this just goes on forever. It goes on forever and ever and ever. There could be people who, you know, who are born and die being Kindred. And I would, you know, and I would never need to worry about not having you. And exactly. And it makes me feel so safe. And it makes me feel so special. Very excited for what's to come. And you should be excited too. You've got lots to come. You've got lots of exciting things to look forward to. Look to the long term. And think about how I am going nowhere. I will be here for as long as I possibly can because I'm so happy, and I want you to get comfortable and to be okay with the fact that, like, I'm going to be here for a really long time, and you've got so much to look forward to. So, you know, and I think that you've been amazing at waiting for me so far. So just don't worry, because if you miss me for a little while, I will inevitably be back. I'm not going anywhere, and that's a promise, okay? Don't leave us like never. Never. Well, I will not leave. I swear to you. That's my promise. I'm so happy here. I'm so happy here. I'm so looked after. By staff and by my friends, and most importantly, by you.
So what do you think? Do you believe that Vox Akuma is capable of keeping his promises to return to YouTube? Or will he turn his promises into a lie and remain on Bilibili for the rest of his life as a VTuber? We will have to wait until April 22nd to find out if Vox Akuma returns to YouTube. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. This is Terry Nebula signing out.